All right there, YouTube. Finally got the parts I needed to finish the Toro Personal piece. We got the belt, a used shroud, which was $10, and we got the spring that has to go back here. Yeah, so we're going to put that on today. We'll turn this around. It's easier to work from this angle. I did this spring before, but I don't exactly remember how it was in there. So I'm just going to go from what I remember. I'm going to set this up on jack stands here for a minute. Alright, there we go. I feel comfortable with that. However, it's not bright enough in here. Alright, so I don't remember how that was hooked in there. Okay, so this handle is supposed to slide down and then return, which this helps it do that. Now the salesman for the Toro, I don't know if I was able to pull that out or if I had to take this whole thing off. Looks like I might have to do that and flex it, or take it off here and flex it out, but I don't think that's what I had to do. I think it was a matter of popping this out. Nope. Alright, so what we need to do, we need to pop that out of there so we can get this spring to go around. Just gotta find a way to pop that out of there. I can get a grip with it, just pry it off. Doggone it. Let's try something here. Oh, I got it. There we go. That's what we're trying to do. Make sure you pay attention how the spring came off. Okay. Came off that way. So you're going to slide the new one right back on that way. Alright. Now, just try to pop it back on there. Like this. There we go. Got it. Alright, now what we want to do is put this spring in here. Needs to go in that little spot right there on the handle. And then you snap that around there, and there's your torsion spring. And there you go. Got your slide return. You see this coming off the bottom here. What's going on here? We might have to get a piece there. That's getting pretty bad. But I can make a flap for that some other day. We gotta get this belt on here. Yeah, I never did this belt, so it's going to be a learning curve on this one. We got a cover here that's got to come off. Obviously the blade's going to have to come off. Yeah, it looks like it's a couple screws from the top. Alright. And they look like about 3/8. Let's say maybe a 7/16. Okay, we're going to have to take this bracket off here. And we should be able, like just walked it off of there. Alright, so I don't think they're 3/8. Now they're 1/2 inch. So we got a bracket right here that's got to come off. And I think I can just pop the whole belt off. Alright, so, well, looks like no other way to do it but take this axle down. This is not really something I wanted to do. Take that out of the way. Okay. Let's see what we got. Where's my little... Alright, so what we got to do is we'll have to take this nut off. And there's one over here. And maybe be able to swing this down out of the way. There's nuts here holding the other side with this bar bracket on here. So I might just have to loosen them up, but let's see what we can do. And guess what? I gotta take the wheel off anyway. Of course. Guess we'll do what we gotta do here. Now, a whole lot more work than I expected to do a stupid little belt. Alright. Okay, but that ain't gonna work that way because I need that belt. weren't for the engine being there, you could probably get away with it. Yeah, she's almost on. There we go. There, it's on. Whew, there it is. Now I gotta put all this back together that I took off unnecessarily. So if you're gonna do this, guys, try going up in here and taking this off first. Not sure what that's off of. Oh, I do know what that's off. Okay. Take this off. And you might be able to get up in there and even squeeze that belt on like I did if you don't want to take that bracket off, which will be a nightmare to get off. Alright. We got one more thing to do, guys. We need to replace the shroud. Alright. Now. Oh, we got to put this on too, guys. Forgot this. Can't forget this. This has to go on. These are also not only your bracket bolts, but it is also an engine mount. So you gotta make sure they're in. Otherwise you only got one screw holding your motor, your engine. So very important that you get these back in. And remember, you're dealing with an aluminum engine here, so you don't want to go too crazy on torquing your bolts down too tight. I'm going to guess that these shroud bolts are a 7mm. There's an 8, 7/32, or 9/32 is pretty much the same size. Yep, that'll work. Well, the only complication here is I got to run this pull cord through there. Other than that, piece of cake. And the cord should be in there, so what I want to do is get a hold of that now. Get ready to pull that through. I'm going to have to cut this and then redo it. Alright, it's loose, so that's all that matters. Okay, now, as I said before, you can run this without this shroud, and it won't hurt a thing. I'll show you why in a minute. Alright, you're going to have to take the gas or your oil cap off. That mower would be fine just like that, running like that. This shroud here is what will keep it cool. The air sucks up under the fins here. The fan spins around. That's what keeps your engine cool. So you could run that without that plastic shroud. I just want to put it on there because I want it to look decent. Why? I don't know. Just not. I've had the mower since it was new, and I'd like to keep it that way. Alright, so now what we need to do is we're going to have to cut this string, put it down through that shroud, and retie it. So, alright. Okay, so you're going to put this back through here. Just run it through. Make another knot. Tie it. You can even double knot it if you want. That'll keep that from pulling back through that hole. Like that. Okay. And I don't care if that string sticks out or not. You can cut that off, but it's better if you don't, because over time it's going to pull through there. Alright, so now we're going to pull it back through, snap it back in there, and there we're good. And that was the most complicated part of that job. Okay. Wipe the oil stick off. So we'll get these back in place. And we have to find the fourth. There's the fourth one. We got lucky. We found every single one of them. Alright. Alright, we're about ready to give her a shot and start mowing, guys. Everybody else in the neighborhood's mowing. Nice shiny tools and oil really go good together. One thing this shroud does do is it keeps extra debris out of this. Heavier, bigger stuff won't get down into the bin as easy, but it could do without it just fine. And one of these days we're going to make a piece for here too. Cover that up. I don't like that. I don't know whatever happened to that. And there she goes. Good to go. We probably don't even have to prime this thing to mow. Alright. Alright. Yeah. I'm going to go wash my hands quick.